as a defensive player, it's my job to know how to stop an offense. So I know the things that offenses do that give defenses problems. We don't run enough screens. We don't run enough delayed draws. We don't run enough of the plays to open middle of the field up. Because again, once you start running those screens and those delayed draws, you got those guys thinking twice about it. Now they're flying out the box, and you've opened the middle of the field up. But we don't do any of that. And then by running those screens and those delayed draws, you making those corners and those safeties think twice about it. So now you've opened up the deep ball. These are the things that give defenses problems. We don't do that regularly.
Hey, but Marv, but you know what, Marv? And I'm gonna ask you, and I'm sure Derek and Bo would know too. I'm just asking. If I was a defensive coordinator playing Bama, I'd run a cover 3 all day. Just drop 3 men all the way back on deep thirds, because that's where they're trying to go. It's nothing else they're doing to make me change my defense. Nothing. So why wouldn't you run a cover 3?
They don't have a vertical threat up the middle either. They don't have a tight end to stretch the field.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So many things that they're not doing to stretch defenses to where they can get that advantage on the offensive side of the ball. Because again, you start running those screens, you fake the screen, and you got that tight end acting like he's gonna block and delay, run him up the seam. 9 times out of 10, he's wide open.
If I was a defensive coordinator playing against Alabama, I would run a 3-3-5. I would depend on my front 6 to stop the run and play 5 deep back.
See? Because that's what they're doing too.
Because you can run a R front, or you can run a stack where each linebacker behind a down lineman. Because it seemed to me like we can't run the ball. We throwing the ball probably 87% of the time of the game. That's what it seemed like to me. And then at the beginning, when have you ever heard at the beginning of the second quarter of Alabama, we got 1 rushing yard?
If I were a defensive coordinator, this is how I would stop all of Alabama's offense, because it's so predictable. Because they don't have wide receivers to stretch the field. The wide receivers are not consistent. I would run a 5-2, and I would walk that safety down in the box. Get a man on the offensive line, have my 2 free linebackers available to flow as needed to stop that run with that safety coming down for support. My 2 corners in that safety can handle Alabama pass game, because the biggest thing is not letting Bryce outside the box to scramble, because that's where he makes all his pass plays at. That's all you got to do to stop him. It's so predictable. It's easy.